Happy Tuesday, ladies. I hope you're getting your me time. It's really dreary here, rainy, ugh, but it's not snowing, so it's all good. Like firewood. Anyway, moving on. Today's topic, co-parenting. It doesn't have to be complicated. I feel like I am an expert on this topic. I am not ashamed to even say it. I'm looking at my hair. It's trifling. I'm sorry. I'm not ashamed to say it. I have been raised in a blended family my whole life. My parents divorced before I could even have a recollection of them being married. They're two completely different people. I get it. And luckily, I didn't have to see the fighting. I don't remember, them being a couple. So it wasn't shocking because it was already two separate lives. Okay. And I was grateful. I am grateful that I didn't have to see all the ugly. My father always took us every other weekend. Both parents were involved. So I honestly have no complaints. And let's be honest, in this day and age, families are blended. So moving on to the present, my son, and I don't like to use the term stepson. I've said that before. He is just as much my child as my daughters are that I birthed. He's just as close to my heart. He's my first baby love, my first parenting experience, even before my daughters were born. So step isn't even a factor. Okay, now, when you are co-parenting, first and foremost, do not ever, and I repeat, do not ever insult the child's mother or father. Okay, if you're dating someone who has a child, do not insult their ex. And definitely do not insult their ex in front of the child. That is the most messed up thing you can do. Because that's their mother or their father. I'm sorry. Now, if the parent is a deadbeat, I know that might be difficult. But try to hold your tongue. You need to remain neutral on this situation. Okay? And if the parent is involved, regardless of what your feelings are, keep your damn mouth shut. Because if you had a child and you and your partner split and you moved on with your life, would you want somebody talking about you in front of your kid? Hell no. Hell no. Don't do it. It is not healthy. It's wrong. Also, too, you need to have a respect, a mutual respect amongst parties. Now, like with my son, for example, I co-parent with my husband's ex, and her husband. And, it might be hard, it might be difficult in the beginning, but it doesn't have to be once you guys have your own terms. Kids are smart, okay? Look, kids know how to work the system. I was a child of a blended family. I knew I could work one house from the other. You get 2 Christmases or 2 Hanukkahs, you get 2 birthdays, blah, 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 blah. What might work in one house won't work in the other. Kids know what's going on. You have to be on the same page, but there needs to be a mutual respect. And I am fortunate in the fact that me and my husband's ex and, her husband, we're all on the same page. We know what's best for our son. Point blank, okay? There also needs to be a love there, okay? I'm not talking about being in love. I'm not saying to your spouse, they need to be in love with their ex. No, that sounds crazy. What I'm saying to you is when two people create life, that's just it. You created a human being. There should be a love there, a mutual respect there, a kindness there. It's not about being in love. It's about the fact that you made a human being. You will always be bonded for the rest of your lives. Point blank. Okay? Show respect. If you can do these simple steps, it will work. Okay? Now, it might not always be easy. You might not agree all the time with what's going on in another household. But if you have an open line of communication, things will work out. I promise you. Anyway, ladies, keep an open mind and an open heart. I love you. Get your me time. Until the next time.